Good morning, everybody. How are you guys doing? Today, for our Find the G Spot of Your Soul in Action episode, I'm going to be talking about how to create your home as a true magnetic space for attracting all of the goodies into your life. Very often we look outside for things that we want, right? We want a new job, we want a new uh, relationship, we want to have a better health, but actually we need to look for things inside, and that's already pretty much many of us believe in that. Now, our home is the reflection of our inner world. So right now, go and look around. What's going on? Do you have a lot of clutter? Do you have a lot of mess? Do you have things out of order, or you have certain coherence throughout the energy of your home? So that's, of course, the first thing. But also, I wonder if there is any space in your home that is sacred for you, where you go to and where you create. Now, we cannot create in the predictable pattern, because if we surround ourselves with things that are predictable, we're going to create things that we've already created up to this moment. So we need to we create in a sort of unknown whenever we give up all of our expectations and all of our past memories. This experience can be very scary for many. And that's why I invite you to look at your home. Because usually, of course, not always, but hopefully, your home is your fortress, is where you feel safe. And in that environment is a really good opportunity for you to create in the unknown, because there are no dangers from the outside world that might be distracting you, right? So I'm going to be talking about creating an altar. We talked about this on Monday in my yoga class, and I think everybody got really excited, so I want to share this with you. Now, there are many different emotions that this word might be causing in you, because often altar is connected with the idea of sacrifice or very strong religious, area, right? So I use the word altar for only one meaning: for sacrifice, sacrificing your time that you otherwise would have used for checking your emails or your Facebook, or doing some other things that are external to you. And also sacrifice for the old you, because every time you're next to your altar or whatever mini sanctuary place in your home, you need to give yourself a commitment to get up as a new person. Okay, so, and that's, I use sacrifice in that way, so that's a disclaimer. Now, I am going to be using the approach from the Indian tradition, and you probably know that in Indian tradition there is such thing as Ayurveda, that is for your body, Vedas for your soul, and Vastu for your home. So according to Vastu traditions, your altar needs to be on the eastern side of your home. But it doesn't have to be, really. You can just move things around. I mean, it's great to have a light coming into your home, because things that you put on your altar is really good to charge with either sun or the moon energy. So whatever you find, it doesn't have to be a huge thing. You can also have you can have just a little place, right? Or you can also have something that you can easily wrap together if you travel, and you can have a portable altar. That's not a problem. When I travel, I always set little things, not everything that I have here at home, but wherever I am, in a hotel, maybe at my mom's house, or wherever I travel. Now, what are some things that should be on your altar? Anything that creates emotion in you. Now, you need to understand that our emotions are chemical consequences of our past experiences often, right? So as the senses record incoming information from the environment, right, we create clusters of neurons and we organize them in the networks, okay? And when they freeze, they become a pattern, and that's why we react to things. So what I want you to do is to bring in, so use that finding, that science of your brain, and put it on your altar. So anything that causes good emotion, that reminds you of a beautiful experience that you had. You could have like a rock that you picked up on your vacation, and it puts you in that mood, and reminds you of those beautiful times. Or maybe you can have a picture of your loved one, or maybe you can have a little statue of a deity or whatever, or maybe a present from somebody that is dear to you. You got the point, right? So it would be nice to activate different senses. So if you have something that produces sound, for example, I have, hold on one second, I'm going to show you. I have my cool ocarina. This is an instrument that you can play. Yeah, it's not very happy song, but I love her. She's so awesome, and I got her in my spiritual retreat to Altai. So every time I see her, I almost like transfer myself to that particular time in my life. So you can put anything that is dear to you, and it would be better to create 4 elements. For example, for water, I have a diffuser that is given to me and by a dear person, and it produces also smell, right? You got the point. Now, altar, you need to look at the altar as a place where you start your day and you end your day. Before we get crazy with distracting objects, with technology, with stress, it's nice to find that peaceful moment. For me, I tell myself this is my beauty salon where I work on my inner beauty, okay? So you can stay there, and I get to be a child and a magician at that place, because a child, I have all of these little toys to play with, and the magician is where I create my magic. Okay, so every morning I get up and I light up my candle. I have a ritual, and I do all of my things, right? I mean, for me, I do a lot of energy work. I do a lot of intention work. And then before I go to bed, I also go there. So the more beautiful energy you create around that place, that energy actually multiplies. And it is scientifically proven that our emotions, really, it's energy in motion, right? You've heard that before, and that you can measure emotions in megahertz. So imagine if every morning and every night you're looking at the objects that provoke beautiful energy, and you commit to sit in that energy and create that beautiful elevated emotion, you create a place that becomes magnet, and it can be measured scientifically. I'm telling you that again. So whatever you throw into that vortex of energy that you are creating day after day after day after day, then that frequency you attract, okay? And it's going to be really, the more you do this, the faster the manifestation will be, and the stronger your connection becomes with that place. So I hope you liked it. Please, I know many of you are watching the video and never put likes, and then you tell me, oh, I love your videos. I'm like, yeah, I didn't even know you were watching that. So why don't you put like? Why don't you create good karma and share it with other people? You're also going to have homework. I want you to set up an altar, take a picture, and post it underneath this video. Now, I usually don't recommend taking pictures of that and post it on Facebook. So you could do it as a homework and then rearrange all of the objects, send good energy, protective energy, and that will be your altar. But I want to know that we are doing this activity together, that you are not just reading my books or just listening to my video, but you actually apply it, because there is no way around the real life application, and it's an everyday practice. Okay, if you have any questions, make sure that you DM me. And I also invite you for a coaching, online coaching sessions that I started doing again because I had a little break. I was too busy with other things. So they are for men and women. DM me. Let's talk about your needs. And I can customize a program for you for your particular needs where you don't have to see me in person. If we're busy, you can do your work at home, and then we meet online every week to get your accountability. And during the week, we're also writing back and forth to each other. Okay, so I hope you have a wonderful day. Create that place of power. I love you, and find that G spot of your soul. Bye.